Grand Prix was Grand Prix Paris, which is right after the Pro Tour. It was a almost 2,200-man Grand Prix, and Sharfman, the trophy winner, first place at that last Grand Prix. So, seeing if he can, he could go in history here as being winning the 2 largest Grand Prix.
So was it Madrid or was it Paris? Because I keep hearing
Madrid was constructed, I believe.
Oh, is that what it was? Okay, the large limited Grand Prix.
I think it's Grand Prix. Yeah, Paris I know was almost 2,200.
I see. Okay.
Yeah,
that was right after Pro Tour. Like you said, it was a day after the Pro Tour, and it was the Cawblade Pro Tour. Ben Stark won.
That was
the debut of Cawblade.
Right.
When sort of Feast and Famine started really, it just started its path to wrecking the format alongside Stoneforge Mystic and Batterskull and I guess Jace the Mind Sculptor.
I suppose that was a card.
I think he was splash damage. I think he was collateral damage. That's what I mean.
So Sharfman up a game, and we're waiting on the start of game 2 here.
Yeah. No lists. Again, we're gonna have lists when we can get them. Not quite sure what these guys are playing.
Yep, we'll find that out in a sec for you.
I saw Gerard Fabiano walking around in the background a moment ago. He's a fan of Esper, according to his article this week.
In Sealed?
Yeah, he wrote an article about Sealed for preparation for this event. So if you missed it, you can check it out on Star City Games. It's on the select side. It's not premium, so everybody can read it.
Yeah.
Oh, it looks like Rule versus Naya. All right. And Hayden has changed his name to Hayden.
All right. So Sharfman apparently also, it looks like also playing a Naya deck of sorts.
Yeah, unless it's just, no, they're both Naya. Okay.
Well, they're just starting out, so just trading lands back and forth.
Yeah, Sharfman is Selesnya for the moment. Oh no, I'm sorry, he has red.
But he also has a turn 3, looks like Domery Rod.
Wow, well I can see why he wanted to play red and green.
Yeah, Domery, he's going to go with Slaughterhorn first, actually. Just to get a board presence down, which just seems pretty good.
Yeah, there's nothing else over there. And Hayden follows up with a Scab Clan Charger.
Yeah, Domery not actually a powerhouse limited, a very good card, but not unbeatable. You know, for example, on this board, it's a little sus. Doesn't do particularly much.
Yeah, Slaughterhorn's not looking like it's going to do too much either. It's going to play it.
+1 and does not draw.
Plays a forest and passes back. So David Sharfman with Domri Rod.
Yeah, Hayden Bledsoe. Yeah, drops to. Bledsoe appears to be kind of flooding out, but he has an Angelic Edict as well. Another land. Drops to play nothing.
So the board is the same. Scab Clan Charger on Hayden's side, which just attacked Domri Rod down to 2 counters. Sharfman with just a Slaughterhorn and a Domri, who just looked at the top again and missed again.
Yeah, I mean the card's less than 50% to hit.
Yeah.
In a game of limited.
Now Slaughterhorn's going to come in and do some damage.
It appears that Sharfman also has Molten Primordial in his hand.
Ah, looking for the
in limited, the Primordials are very relevant, you know, because they're not mythics and they're large 7-drops. So you see Daring Skyjack from Hayden.
Oh, he draws a Scorchwalker, it looked like.
Yep.
So Domri finally pays off a little bit.
Ruination
Worm. That is.
I really like that
guy. Yeah. 7/6 for 6.
Yeah, well, that will probably draw the Edict out of Hayden Bledsoe's hand.
Yeah, if you're gonna hold your Edict, you might figure this is a good time to use it
just right away.
Yeah. So Edict takes it out,
and Domri will be defeated as long as Hayden's willing to make that trade.
Yeah.
So which he will. And will Sharfman elect to... He has the option to trade Slaughterhorn with Daring Skyjack.
And he does. So the board now clear except for the lone Scab Clan Charger on Hayden Bedsoul's side.
So Sharfman has a Molten Primordial, a Greenside Watcher, a Scorchwalker.
Here comes a Primordial.
He's going to take that and
6/4 haste, active treason your guy, swing. You can have your guy back now.
Yeah, so all these Primordials pretty strong. Remember, they're all 7-drop, monocolored 7-drops. Molten One in particular can really win the game out of nowhere.
Yeah, I mean, the act of treason thing. If Hayden had like a better creature on board and been a lower life total, that game that's one swing could have ended the game. So, but here's another bomb, Foundry Champion for Hayden Bedsoul. Not as much of a bomb as it could be when it with its enters the battlefield ability in that particular situation.
What's great about it here is that if Hayden gets to untap with the Foundry Champion, the last two abilities on it are actually going to make it the largest creature on the board. You know, Sharfman has to worry that Bledsoe he can fire breathe it 4 times and armor it 3 times, so you can make it as much as an 8/7.
4 and 3, yeah, 8/7. I was thinking 3 and 2 for some reason. Molten Primordial comes over.
And a timely smite.
Yeah, block smite. So Sharfman's side of the board clear yet again, and now facing down a Foundry Champion and that Scab Clan charger.
Pair of green side watchers. We already know about the 5/1 and the Scorchwalker. It looks like it'll. Sharfman with 2 cards left. Hayden knows about Scorchwalker.
Yeah. There it is. So Sharfman rebuilding his board. 2 green side watchers, 1 Scorchwalker.
And it looks like Bledsoe's hand is Forest and Mystery card at the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's arrange things here. How much mana can I do?
Yeah, I like how we sorted it into red and white
Red
for the
and
2
white,
activations.
Robert Rush. You're in the room, can you please come to the name of that stage?
Yeah, so Hayden.
He just says go, huh?
Yeah, I think he wants to be careful to not lose the Foundry Champion. What he can do is if he waits for 1 more white source, then the only way Sharfman can kill Foundry Champion is with a triple block. And then, Champion can wrap the board.
Yeah, basically wrath, yeah. And there's a Night of Obligation.
Right.
Another 2/4 for Hayden's side of the board.
Night of Obligation is a card I really liked when the set first came out. I still like it now, but less than I used to. It's, I found that as I play more with Extort, I found I just kind of like it to be on cheaper creatures as opposed to larger ones. But yeah, Hayden has quite the wall here, to be sure. There's a 2/4, a 2/4, and a 4/6, or anywhere from a 7/6 if he pumps it all the way.
Yeah.
Making really attacking impossible for Sharfman. He could use a Cassie Wolf run. Right
I hope he doesn't draw Cassie Wolf run. Another Plains, there's that...
There's that Plains. If I'm Hayden Bledsoe, I think I do attack now. I would relish the opportunity to sweep Sharfman's board. He's still waiting. Yeah, the question is I'm not sure what he's waiting for. I'm saying
pass it back. Experiment 1 for Sharfman.
I mean, he could wait to try and extort and Zertos me, so Sharfman now out of cards.
Experiment 1 evolves.
Another white man. I think it's another smite in Hayden's hand.
It's whatever it is, he's doing some math and not satisfied with the numbers he's getting. Because you see him counting something up and passing the turn in the last 2 turns.
Yeah, Hayden with the clear advantage, I think, here. I don't know if it seems like he's not sure how to press the advantage, but I do think he has it.
Maybe he's, there's a Luminate Primordial. He says, you have a Primordial,
yep.
I have a Primordial.
Yeah, so once again, Primordials, this one is basically a Swords to Plowshares Primordial.
4/7 Vigilance.
And he's going to extort with it, too. Yep, so it Swords to Plowshares, one for each of your opponents.
Yeah, so he only has 1 opponent for the moment.
Right.
But it does that all day long. He has to play it every time. I guess it doesn't apply to subsequent rounds. It's another opponent, right? I get the Luminate Primordial ability.
We see an Ember Beast for Sharfman.
This reminds me of one of those old games where it's like, all right, we're each going to take 10 turns building our armies, and then we can attack each other.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Bledsoe still with the advantage here.
Yeah, he's got there's like a whole bunch there's 3 X ones on the other side of the board, and
it looks like he's attacking with both his Vigilance creatures.
So it looks like Experiment 1 and Ember Beast
are going to double block the 2/4 and just kill it outright.
Killing the Night of Obligation here.
Yeah, that seems like
best
Definitely
block,
seems like
yeah.
the correct block for Sharfman.
Yeah, just free removal, thanks.
For 4 life, yeah, it's probably worth it.
Yeah.
And Rubble Belt Raiders.
It's like the Raging Ravine. It reminds me a lot of Raging Ravine.
That one's going to be interesting here because Hayden doesn't really have the ability to attack with too many creatures.
Yeah.
I'm especially a little confused that he chose to swing with the Knight of Obligation when he had Rubble Belt Raiders as opposed to waiting a turn to get another attacker in there.
Right. Maybe he just didn't see that block.
Rubble Belt Raiders really can dominate a board when it's played on turn 4. At this point in the game, it's going to be hard for Hayden to get a lot of counters on it.
I mean, he could go all in here, just swing with everybody.
It's probably too low of a life total to do that, though, is the issue. When you say, I think at 9, that
Yeah, it is
it's
scary.
suspect. It's very
really
scary.
I mean, he'd have to follow it up with something. I don't know what's in his hand. You know, he does have the Primordial with Vigilance, so he does have 1 blocker, presumably if it lives. But I'm thinking if you know, I don't know if it would live through it. If I'm Sharfman, I make sure that the Primordial dies. He's got a Cinder.
Yeah, he has a Cinder Elemental, and it looks like he has 4, 8, 11 lands. So that's actually already a 10 ball, 10 damage fireball. You know, we're getting close to this being a very relevant play. You have to think if he can't use Foundry Champion in some capacity here to help push that extra damage. You know, Foundry Champion's essentially like an 8/8 on this border.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
And so that's what he's doing. In with the Foundry Champion after playing a mountain.
All the pumps.
He's setting it up to, you know, for the potential pumps here, separating his.
Looks like 5
mountains
of
and his
each, so you
plains.
can make it a 9/9 if you sunk all his mana.
Yeah.
Just want to remind you, I'm really impressed with all 4 of you. Like, well,
Yeah, because it's a 9/9, this is probably going to be a 3-for-1 when Sharfman decides to block it.
Yeah, a lot of X1s. The Watchers are 2/1s, right?
Yep. So instead, I think he's gonna block and then regen.
Yeah. And in that case, you know, Hayden doesn't need to sink his mana into it.
Right.
And there it is. So
Remember, right now Sharfman on a virtual 4 life from Cinder Elemental.
Cinderella.
It's interesting if Bledsoe may have wanted to get the 4/7 in on that attack as well.
Yeah. I mean, I think he's just playing conservatively, and he does have the Cinder Elemental there. So it's like,
Right.
maybe it's too conservative, but
Yeah, he's far enough ahead that I would try to end this as soon as I could, you know, not as soon as I could, but not really waste too much time. Sharpman's, I can't tell what he has here. Looks like he has some green spell. It might be a Wildwood Rebirth, which is a very interesting play. So he's gonna 11 Sharpman, it looks like.
I believe that's what this happened. No lands were tapped, but
Yeah, Sharpman drops
Yeah.
to 4.
so yeah, Sharfman at 4 here.
He has it's not, no. I was wondering if that was Boros Charm. It's Martial Glory
Yeah.
in his hand. Boros Charm would be much better here.
A lot of these Boros cards have these guys like spitting fire or like something.
Guides in armor throwing fire.
You keep thinking like, is that Martial Glory? Oh no, it's Foundry Champion. Oh no, it's Boros Charm. You know, like, or not Boros Charm, Boros Guildmage.
So now Bledsoe's
Sunhome
going to
Guildmage.
get the 3-for-1 from the Foundry Champ.
So Experiment 1 is going to chump the champion. Scorchwalker and Ember Beast are getting in front of the Luminant Primordial, which Hayden is going to save with a Martial Glory.
Doesn't matter. He's plus he's just doing, I think, both of them to the Primordial. So Primordial becomes a 7/10. And eat all 3 of the
Yeah, there's
creatures.
no where he put the power kind of.
I mean, it might be.
matter
I'm
there.
wondering what Sharpman's drawing toward. He may have a Clan Defiance in his deck. That would be something.
Yeah.
Or an Aurelia's Fury. Those are cards that would win here. It's he's getting low on outs. He has an Act of Treason in hand. Active Treason and Fire Fist Striker, which is going to play. And it looks like Burst of Strength is his last card.
So
yeah, Burst of Strength and Active Treason are the two cards. That's not going to do it.
Looks like everybody in. I assume the Primordial as well.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I like the 2/4 being in on this attack, but everything else seems pretty good.
It makes the Bubble Belt Raiders bigger, and it looks like the 2/4 is getting in anyway.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's because, yeah, it doesn't matter. It's free. All right, can Sharfman draw one of those cards you mentioned? No, it's Towering 4/4. I don't remember. Towering Thunderfist.
Yeah, Thunderfist, the 4/4 that can be vigilant.
Yeah, it looks like that's not going to be enough.
Yeah, so Hayden Bedsole takes game 2, and now we're going to the first game 3 that I've seen so far today.
Yeah.
Very interesting developments there. You had quite a clogged up board for a while there. Hayden with the much better creatures, but Sharfman's guy is just able to
I think
keep Hayden's creatures at bay.
Sharfman was able, I think he got a lot of extra mileage out of his cards in that game.
Looks like no sideboard changes for Hayden. He's already shuffled.
Yeah. So yeah, it seemed like Sharfman was in need of a game ender there, something like, or even a Gruul Guild Mage would probably do the trick.
Yeah, I was trying to think like if he could steal the champion, swing with the striker to keep something from, keep the, I don't know.
Well, he could always Active Treason his own striker if that helps. I guess that doesn't help. Stealing your other guy is always better.
Yeah.
So I think because based on what I saw there from Sharfman, I'm going to want to keep some more aggressive hands than I had in the past, because it really seems like going late, he's no longer the favorite.
Yeah, it seems that way to me too. I'm still stuck on that combat or that board state near the end there when he had the Active Treason, and I'm thinking like Hayden attacked with everybody.
But the white Primordial has Vigilance.
Right. But then you Active Treason the Primordial. Like, did he live through? Did he not? Was that the attack that killed him, or was it?
That was the attack that killed. That attack that ate all his creatures. Didn't kill him. But
oh, right. It left him with just 2 green side Watchers and.
I went on with nothing.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah,
that was the one that he blocked with the Watchers. Sorry. Yeah, you're right.
Right. So it actually left him with nothing.
Yeah. I was just trying to figure out, like, was there a way? Hayden was only at 9, right? So, yeah, I don't think there was a way.
So interesting. I think because of the nature of the matchup, Sharfman needs to be on the play here, given the choice. We'll see how he picks it.
Looks like Sharfman's gonna mulligan. Hayden keeps. If you're just joining us, I'm Joey Pasco in the booth with Matthias Hunt, and we're coming to you guys live from Charlotte, where the Grand Prix Charlotte, the grandest prix ever, the largest Magic tournament.
Nearly 2,700 players.
This game's been around for 20 years, and this is the largest tournament in its history. I mean, that's pretty cool. Like, it's pretty good timing, I think. 20-year anniversary coming up. We've got like FTV, From the Vaults 20 coming out later this year to celebrate, 20 of the best cards in the, one card out of every Pro Tour winning deck over the past 20 years, and or maybe not every Pro Tour winning deck. I don't know how exactly they divided it up, but one card for every year, I suppose, of Pro Tour winning decks. So you've got that coming up. You've got I don't know if you heard, there's like a group of artists that are putting out a book. Did you hear about this?
No, I haven't.
A group of original Magic artists, like Dan Frazier, guys like that, Anson Maddox, they're all putting together a book called The Gathering. And it's a 20th anniversary Magic, 20th anniversary of Magic, like, kind of celebration. They're just doing a bunch of new art, and it's pretty awesome.
So game 3, Sharfman has stuck on 2 lands with turn 2 Fire Fist Striker. It looks like Hayden Bedsole is also stuck though. He turn 3 Ember Beast, made no 4th land, and then put Madcap skills on his lone Ember Beast.
That is something I never expect to see this though.
But it appears that Bedsole has hit his 4th land first, but he still has no place. He does have a Pit Fight. which
I
might
guess
come into play.
Pit Fight could be.
Hellraiser Goblin's going to come into play. Both are going to swing. Hellraiser Goblin and Fire Fist Striker.
Can't block.
No, but it can fight.
Yeah, it can fight. Yeah, can't block, but it can fight. So
Sharfman still has some damage coming in. He has a Slaughterhorn and a Marked for Death.
Oh, nice. Not that he needs it for the Ember Beast.
No, despite being land screwed, I think Sharfman actually is ahead here. Yeah, with land number 4, that's certainly true. This is interesting. It's kind of a who can activate their hand first and when.
Yeah, that is such a strange thing. I'll play Ember Beast. My second play is Madcap Skills on Ember Beast.
Yeah, I don't really like the keep from Bledsoul here. If the only things he could play off his lands were it appears were Ember Beast and Madcap Skills.
Yeah.
He did draw. Is that Assemble or Arrow?
Yeah, I think it's Arrows.
Arrows. So yeah, he can kill something here. Active Treason the Ember Beast.
I'm gonna steal your Ember Beast, and guess what? He can attack when he's on my side because he's got some buddies. And wow,
thanks. That Madcap. That Madcap Skill is looking pretty bad right now.
Yeah, that's 10, right? Or is that 11? That's 11, right?
I mean, trying to be lethal. Yeah, that is 11.
Armored Arrows, or
Arrows of Justice.
Arrows of Justice. That's it.
Yeah, so
I
think Bledsoul has to take down the Slaughterhorn, which would put him to 2.
Yeah.
Dead to a Fire Fist Striker hit. Yep. So we'll go down to 2. Gets his Ember Beast back. He's going to need to draw that land for the Angelic Edict in his hand, or at least another creature. And there we go. There's his land.
Edict. All right, so it's something.
He has a Zertos Swine and an Edict. He's going to go for a Zertos Swine. And this Marked for Death on Ember Beast is going to be the game. Yeah, Ember Beast is the only one who can block. That doesn't do anything.
Can't block alone.
Yep. Sharfman, I think, knows it too.
Yeah, Hayden needed, as bad as it seems, Edict on the Striker was
the only play he can make. Yeah. Marked for Death on Ember Beast. Remember, Marked for Death, yeah, untap one creature and only that creature can block.
Yeah.
But Ember Beast can't block.
So it can't block, yeah. They're going to get clarification, but that seems to be the way it works. Yeah, there you see it. 4 mana for sorcery.
It says blocks this turn if able, and he's not able.
Yeah, so exactly. And other creatures can't block, so
right.
That's the thing. Zertos Swine can't block. Ember Beast has to block, but it's alone.
You're fairly positive this ruling's going to go Sharfman's way.
Yeah, and that's Mark for Death for the win.
And Sharfman with a pretty... So what is going on here? All right.
Yeah, shouldn't be too much hullabaloo surrounding this. That should be how it works.
Okay, yeah.
So some confirmation.
Possibly, yeah. I think the ruling may have been appealed here, so. I mean, this is a good time to appeal a ruling. It's the entire match. The entire match marathon. If you're Bledsoe, I would definitely appeal it if you weren't sure. Unfortunately, I don't think he's going to win this appeal.
I don't even know. Like, he probably feels that. Like, it probably makes sense to him, but he's still like, you know what? I'm throwing the red flag.
You would hate to find out after the match that it works the other way.
Exactly, and he's not losing anything by appealing here.
Right.
So. Yeah, but I'm pretty sure that's how it works. So if he had just edicted the Striker instead of playing the Swine, he still would have been in bad shape. He would have been still a 2-life. Sharfman with some haste creatures. I mean, we saw a Hellraiser Goblin, I think, already go to the bin. I don't know if he had more.
Marked for Death's a pretty interesting card. It kind of doubles as a bad fault. It's a bad falter and a bad removal spell.
Yeah.
So it does both, which is like, I think more often you see it played as a removal spell for a small creature. You know, really similar to like a 4-mana Demir Charm. You make only their small guy be able to block, and then you hit it with your big guy. This is head judge Jason Lemahieu from the United States. He's gonna deal with this appeal here.
All right. Yeah. There. You can see the judges explaining the situation, and it is kind of that Ember Beast. He's a silly fella.
He wants to block. He's just not able.
I can't do it without a buddy.
He just doesn't know. Doesn't know
just
how.
Doesn't have the confidence. I picked.
So
He's like Eeyore.
What's the
something.
flavor? Does something else have to like ride the Ember Beast or like direct it around or something? Maybe
Put
it's
the
just
Ember.
dumb?
Can we get Ember Beast on the screen? Okay, so
Yeah.
that was the way it worked.
Yeah.
Let's put up. I'd like to see the flavor text on Ember Beast if there is any.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. Is it scared? Is it too scared to block alone, or is it too